everybody. My name is Kwong, responsible for the Zigbee product in the Asia Pacific as a technical marketing. Today, would like to share with you about Freescale RF4CE product and solution, and also some successful stories, and also the market trend, etc. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, or let Hans, my colleague, who's dedicated technical marketing in Korea. So RF4CE originally, I'm making short, originally came from Sony and Freescale in cooperation. We tried to resolve Sony's problem on the backlight. At that time, it's about around 2006. The backlight was very commonly using the CCFL, the fluorescent, for the backlight, big TV backlight. So right now, maybe gradually move to LED kind of backlight solution for TV. So by using the CCFL called cathodic fluorescent lamp, so it will have around 30-something kHz interference. Which originally used it to generate the switch mode power supply to turn on the CCFL. Okay, but it interfere the remote control. You know, the infrared remote control, the receiver or the transmission is also it fall into the 38 kHz, so which is very close to the CCFL backlight switch mode this power supply. So it comes up a problem to interfere. So by that time in 2006, the LED backlight was not that popular as today. So Sony they need to resolve that problem to replace the IR receiver with RF. So that is the very the original reason why Sony want to move to RF solution. So we propose a solution, a technology called Freescale RF. This is what we worked with Sony at the very beginning, Freescale RF, and also it is also the RF. The old generation of RF4CE. Okay, that is a very brief history. Do you have any questions? Is it clear? Okay. So
RF4CE가 직비 스탠다드 중에서 컨슈머 쪽에 관련된 하나의 포트폴리오를 이해하시면 되는데, 그 배경이 아까 말씀드린 대로 그 백라이트 쪽의 인터페런스 때문에 소니 쪽에서 저희의 Freescale 친구 RF를 쓰게 되었고, 그게 지금 현재 나오고 있는 RF4CE에 분간이 됐다라고 이해를 하시면 되겠습니다.
RF4CE가 지금 컨소시엄이라고 하는데, 하나의 RF 관련 쪽 컨소시엄이에요. 새로운 저기가 만들어지나요?
새로 만들어진 거 아니라 기존에 이미 이제 만들어서 운영이 되고 있는 컨소시엄이고, 그러니까 직비 중에서 컨슈머 관련된 쪽에 특화된
직비 중에서 컨슈머 관련 쪽에
특화된 솔루션이고, 이제 RF4CE라는 것들이 주로 대부분 폰 쪽에 좀 많이 사용이 되고 있습니다.
We try to propose a solution to Sony to resolve this problem. So they have two different directions. One is either to increase the IR transmit power. The problem is increase the IR transmit power, it limit the remote control lifetime. Battery lifetime. So another way is to move to the Freescale RF. This is what we propose, Freescale RF. So to move this to the RF, which is a new technology or new solution for the remote control. So by that time, Sony is a really big OEM. They don't want just a remote control to screw up their TV. Okay. So they give us okay, they can adopt the Synchro RF, but we need to provide reliable. Cannot let any customer return the TV just because of the remote control cannot work. Okay, so this is a very tough requirement for us because it is new. We need to provide a very stable solution and RF, which in the previous time people try to use the RF as a remote control, but it's not that success because of reliability. I mean, it's not that reliable like a keyboard mouse may be interfered by some other device. So we need to make sure it is not away from the interference. Okay, no interference problem, and very secure. I mean, when I connect to a TV, then it will not lose connection. Okay, in any way, and it has to be wireless. So anyway, it's a reliable and it can adopt several remote control to control the same thing at the same time. So just like the customer may have more benefit using the RF compared to IR, but at least it must be the same performance as IR. Must be the same. Okay, no return unit is accepted due to the remote controls. Okay, so this is the very important requirement from Sony. So we designed the Synchro RF based on what we think is very reliable. Is IEEE 802.15.4 the standard, and then on top of this IEEE standard, we build a Synchro RF network, and just for Sony by that time. It's back to 2006. And then Sony has the first product in 2007. It's their Bravia TV launched in Japan. Okay, back to this history. The Synchro RF moved to RF4CE. It starts with 4 companies, so it also has a meaning of 4. FOR and also 4 consumer electronics. There are 2 meanings. One is FOR, and the other meaning is FOUR, means 4 consumer electronics. Okay. So when does this comes out? At the very beginning, there's only 2 companies, Freescale and Sony. In 2008, around CES, these 4 companies maybe has chance to talk together, and they want to form a consortium or alliance to have a common RF platform for the remote control. So by that time, there is a RF4CE.org alliance, but just limited to these 4 companies. Okay. And we think that later on there are some other OEM they want to join, but the problem is they don't have the bandwidth to take care of new members. So we propose the RF4CE, the 4 company, make it available to public. So we suggest to put it into Zigbee. Okay, so that is the whole history from Synchro RF to RF4CE, and then RF4CE and back, and then go to Zigbee RF4CE. So at the very beginning, there's no relationship with Zigbee except we have a common IEEE 802.15.4, but that is the whole story. Okay, and in 2009, the release 1.0 specification has been publicly launched in March timeframe by Zigbee.org. Okay, so originally Synchro RF, RF4CE, and then Zigbee RF4CE. So that is the whole story about RF4CE. Okay. So after this, since it goes to Zigbee, it means that it resolves the problem of everybody, any OEM, if they are interested, including LG. By that time, LG asking us, they want to join, but we cannot let them to join. But after RF4CE become part of Zigbee, then they can, as long as they are Zigbee member, then they have the right to use the RF4CE standard. Okay, so it resolve the problem to adopt more and more consumer electronics customers. Okay, so after 2009, we have, in about 2010 Q4, we have, the Zigbee RF4CE has released another spec for the Zigbee input device, which are targeting for the keyboard mouse kind of input device. Basically, because we can see there's a necessity on the network. For example, IPTV. When you log in, to the internet, we need some kind of input device, much more features than a simple remote control. So we define also the ZID input device. Okay, and also at the same time, we are also proposing to have for the 3D synchronization signal using the RF4CE. So it makes the situation that if you have the RF4CE in the TV, then you are capable to use it for many functions, like the keyboard mouse for input device for input, and also simple remote control, and also for the 3D synchronization signal. Okay, I didn't bring the demonstration here, but we have a demonstration booth pedestral in the 6th floor. If you have time, then please you can get there. And we have the Sony Google TV and also the 3D glasses using the RF4CE demonstration. Okay. So that is I think maybe you don't need to translate, but make sure they understand as you.
질문 있으신가요?
Is it okay?
요약해서 한번 설명해 주세요. 네.
그게 얘기했는데, 탄생 배경을 다시 정리를 해줬는데, 원래는 소니 쪽이나 이런 이슈 때문에 저희가 리모컨용으로 FTF를 제안을 했다가 이거를 좀 더 퍼블릭하게 사용하기 위해서 직비 밑으로 표준화하는 과정을 거쳤고, 지금은 이제 직비 멤버인 회원님 경우에는 어떤 제한 없이 FTF를 사용할 수가 있게 되어 있습니다.
Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about Shrinko and Shrinko RF and RF4CE. I want to make it clear. So today we support both Shrinko RF and RF4CE. And by the way, there are a little bit difference in terms of networking layer. They cannot talk to each other anyway. They cannot. But we maintain the Shrinko RF and RF4CE. Two reasons. One is we still have customers like Sony, and also some customers they have been using the Shrinko RF already. A couple years ago. And second thing is we can see that the RF4CE does not cover the home automation, the white goods like the lighting, the appliances, the refrigerator, air conditioner. They don't cover. RF4CE will be just for the TV, DVD kind of devices.
Is there any?
It's just for black goods. If you categorize the appliances, there are white goods for the. I try to put it in black goods, like the TV, DVD, etc. I would entertainment. Consumer electronics, and the white goods means air conditioner, lighting, kind of things. So RF4CE does not cover the white goods. It didn't. It does not.
You mean that the RFC couldn't cover or doesn't cover?
They did not cover,
Not that.
not define it. Yeah, not define. They just define the. Just because you can see all those foundation members, they are just care about the consumer electronics. So this is one of the reasons why RF4CE just concentrate on the so-called, we name it in Chinese the black goods or appliances. Okay, so make sure you understand RF4CE and Shrinkle. So we see this gap. So we try to use the Shrinkle RF to bridge, to take care of the whole home automation. By the way, RF4CE cover the black goods or black appliances, and Zigbee cover the white goods. Zigbee does not take care of the black goods. Okay, so it is very clear. I want to make sure you are aware of that. Zigbee, the Zigbee Pro, and also Zigbee RF4CE, they are totally different. I want to make sure you understand. And Shrinkle RF is a Freescale owner. We try to make this technology available as a home automation.
Zigbee RF will be used for compatible white goods.
Not compatible. It's still not compatible, but we try to utilize the Shrinkle RF for the consumer electronics and also the white goods.
In future,
Yeah, now. I mean, it's not compatible.
not compatible now. In future, we have time.
Yeah, in features we support. I mean, Shrinkle RF will support both as a home automation devices. Okay, I just want to make sure you. Yeah, because a lot of customers they don't know Zigbee. I mean, really well, but since RF4CE is inside the Zigbee, but they are totally different. They cannot talk to each other. Okay. So and also this is I want to try to show you why it works in this way because of the history of this four company. Why RF4CE comes out. Okay. And the RF4CE, the foundation is based on the Shrinkle RF. We contribute the Shrinkle RF to this team, and then they just remove some of the features and then make it available for the RF4CE. Okay. So that is the whole history. Okay, that is more important for you to understand what is RF4CE and we have the RF4CE today, and what the customer can use it for, what kind of application. Try to make sure you are aware of that. Okay, the RF4CE or Shrinkle RF, we can see there's a necessity to improve the remote control. Basically, we start with the simple remote control. Lots of customers they do not satisfy the IR function, like cannot do a bidirectional. There's a limitation on the range, etc., and also the networking. So the RF can do all the things. Okay.
지금 가장 큰 차이점이 IR 경우에는 이제 단방향 통신이라고 보시면 되는데, RF 경우에 이제 바이디렉셔널이기 때문에 유저가 이제 리모컨을 사용하면서 원하는 것들을 이제 보내는 것뿐만 아니라 TV 쪽에서 어떤 특정 정보를 받아들이는 역할까지 같이 할 수 있습니다.
By the way, this presentation I can give.
그리고 이제 그 레인지 자체가 IR 경우에 굉장히 이제 특징성으로 특정 방향성을 가지고 있는데, RFC 같은 경우는 훨씬 더 보이지 않는 영역까지 다 커버가 되는 그게 장점입니다.
So in terms of the reliability we already did the job, and we got the comment or feedback from Sony. They are satisfied with the performance, about the robustness, about RF4CE or Shrinko RF, since they have already sold quite a lot of RF4CE or Shrinko RF based product in the market and didn't see any trouble. And they also find that for the low power, it's not surprisingly, because the infrared-based remote control, when you press the key for how long, then it will turn on for that period. But for the RF4CE, whenever you press the key for long time, it doesn't matter, it just transmit once. Okay, so and also the transmit duration is very short. It's talking about 250 kbit per second, compared versus the IR technology just in 30k bit per second. So there's a big difference in terms of the on time. Okay. From Sony, they gave us feedback about the power consumption. It's around 25% of the power they use in IR. Okay. So this is what they told me. The same. They perform the same thing using the IR. When they're using the Shrinko RF or RF4CE, they can see that only 25% power.
파워 측면에서도 저희 고속으로 더 커뮤니케이션 하기 때문에 그만큼 충실하는 온타임을 줄여가지고 전체적인 파워 소모도 낮출 수 있었다는
DTV 쪽에서 RF4C 리모컨을 적용한 사례가 유명은 아니에요.
국내는 아직 적용되진 않았고요. 저희 거로는 일본 쪽에서 활발하게 지금 사용이 되고 있습니다. His customer is there. What other customers are using that machine?
Oh, I will show that. I'll show that the product, right? Use case. Use case. Okay. This slide shows about the forecast, but it's talking about the wireless sensor network. It's talking about AO2 15.4. Okay. This is the trend of IEEE AO2 15.4. Not only RF4CE, but all IEEE AO2 15.4. RF4CE plus Zigbee, and same line. Think about this is the volume. So in terms of if you consider the home entertainment is the red one. So we from the ABI report, they're still growing significantly. But the volume, I can tell, is still not that significant. Comparatively. So we were I don't have the number for worldwide about AO2 15.4, but we were number one market share, about 50% market share in the past 2 years. Okay. Because we are selling in the consumer electronic area.
RF4CE뿐만 아니라 802.15.4 스탠다드 기준으로 전체적으로 마켓이 성장하고 있는 추세고, 그 중에서 프리스케일의 포지션이 과거 2년 동안 50% 이상 능력을 가지고 있습니다.
Okay, right now I will share the customer's product. Okay, as of today, you can see quite a number of Sony's products. The Bravia TV, the iPod docking, the set-back box, the Blu-ray. Okay, most of them today are still based on Shrinko RF. Okay, because of the history, but they are gradually moved to the RF4CE. Okay, so those are the products. They are not limited to this this kind of product, but there may be more. Because they have some product just limited to released in Japan, not worldwide. Okay. I can find, for example, the TV in Hong Kong with the Shinko RF. Okay, just for example. And other Sony new product launched last year is Sony Google TV or the Sony Google TV set-top box. Okay, they're using the RF4CE for this solution, and we have made a tablet using our idle MX solution to not replace but try to using this kind of tablet to control the set-top box. Okay, we have a demonstration, a live demonstration using our tablet reference design with the RF4CE. Okay, it's in the 6th floor tablet. Okay, another one is EchoStar. They have that product in 2000. They put in production in 2008. Okay, they were using the Shinko RF at that time, and they have a new model. Since EchoStar is more focused on the set-top box, so right now they have more product on the RF4CE. Logitech Harmony 900. So this solution is trying to control or to use it for the legacy product. So RF to the blaster to control the infrared kind of TV. So RF and then IR. Okay. So suppose your solution is already RF4CE, then you can direct use this remote control to send the signal to your TV.
이 제품 컨셉은 기존의 IR 조합 통합성을 유지해서기 때문에 저 왼쪽에 있는 IR 버스트를 통해가지고 기존의 IR만 같이 쓸 수 있는 제품이 있습니다.
One of the good things is Logitech Harmony 900. They can let the customer upgrade their firmware. Okay. By connecting this remote control to the internet via the PC USB connection, then can update the firmware. And then after update the firmware, you can do over the air update the firmware of the receiver. Okay. Another one is Panasonic TV. It is the first TV launched in 2008. They are the first RF4CE production product in the world. Since as I mentioned the history, they should be released on 2009. Right after the RF4CE release 1.0 become publicly released. Okay, so this is the first RF4CE certified product. So in the past, so you remember Shinko RF and RF4CE. So in the past, before the 2009 March time frame, those products should be Shinko RF. Okay. Is it clear? So this is a little bit confused because Panasonic is the first RF4CE certified product in 2009. They just because they released the product in just about the right time of RF4CE specification become a standard. Okay. Another one is Toshiba. They came out just right after the Panasonic. So another one is Freescale TV. So it's more on in Europe. They are based in Turkey. They are targeting for the middle end or low end kind of TV in Europe. Okay. Yeah, I will try to skip or move faster. So this is the overview of Zigbee standard. You can see the Zigbee RF4CE, Zigbee Pro, and Zigbee IP, Internet Protocol. So Zigbee RF4CE, as I mentioned, three different application or profile. So they have a common map. All of them are based on IEEE 802.15.4, and the only difference is on the network layer. Okay, the RF4CE has three profiles. So this is just simple remote control profile. So today is a 1.0, 1.0, and then Zigbee input devices. What I mentioned was the keyboard mouse, kind of, or the air mouse, etc., or sensor. And then this one is Zigbee 3D synchronized for the glasses, for the 3D glasses using the RF4CE. So this is the focus on the Zigbee RF4CE area. So the other area will be on the Zigbee Pro, like the home automation, smart energy, healthcare, building automation, telecom service, retail service, etc. Those are the Zigbee. And this one is more on the smart energy. 2.0 will be released, I think, next year. It's not available. So from the network layer, it is totally different. So it's running Internet Protocol. Okay. So today is just more focusing on the Zigbee RF4CE. So you can see RF4CE will be consumer product, and this will be a home automation kind of or white goods solution. Okay. Stress once again is the three application profile: remote control, input device, and 3D synchronized. Okay, I just want to emphasize these three different application profiles. In addition to the Zigbee RF4CE standard profile, we also include a Freescale private profile. It allows to do that, and also the customer they can include their customer private profile. So in case for the certification, the customer product, they need to compile Zigbee RF4CE profile. So the other profile will not be certified. So the other, I give you an example. If you have a nice remote control, you have a nice screen. I want to capture a TV screen and over the air transmit the data and use it as a wallpaper for your remote control. It's not supported in the Zigbee RF4CE. So you can put it as a private profile, transmit a picture from the TV over the air. Okay, this is just an example on what it means the private profile. Okay, so we support this kind of solution, like using let you to transmit the big data. I mean big number of data by putting the fragmentation. Okay, it's not a standard. It's not defined in the Zigbee RF4CE, but we create this profile to support this kind of operation. And also remote pairing. For example, the remote pairing. Remote pairing means you have the remote control icon. I have the projector. I have remote control for the TV. So how about I want this projector talk to the TV. Okay, so they are not connected because you have the remote control connect to the projector. You have the remote control. It's just a star network, right? Just a star. But I want the TV connect to the projector. So we propose something called remote pairing. I use the remote control to pair these two devices. Why we do that? Because first thing is you can think about your neighbor can have an RF4CE network. We need something can be trusted. So your remote control has a pairing with your equipment. Your remote control has pairing with your TV. So your neighbor didn't. So they will not by accident pair your device, your equipment. So you have your remote control. You can control. You can remotely select, connect these two devices. But your neighbor cannot. Another case is your children. You don't want your children to connect to control your DVD, for example. You may disallow your children to do that. Okay.
So those kind of features are not FTF standard. So
Is it-
Freescale
Yeah, it's not.
solutions.
Yes.
So if customers want to use our solution, you can provide
We provide.
profile or
Yes.
additional features, right?
Yes. We
이런
provide.
여러 가지 기능을 이제 일반 RFC 스탠다드에 덧붙여서 이제 프리스케일만의 추가적인 파일의 프로파일에서 제공을 가능한 기능들이 되겠습니다.
Okay. So another application is really not in RF4CE. It is voice over RF4CE. We utilize the RF4CE as a channel to transmit the voice. So why we propose this? Because for example the internet TV. For example, you want to run Skype. You want to use your remote control as a mic. You can talk to the mic and do the video comments or video call, etc. Or just a simple Skype using your IPTV or set-top box, IP set-top box, etc. Okay, so we also provide this kind of solution. It's very simple, just encode your voice and then transmit over the air using the RF4CE communication, and then on the other side is a receive. So when you connect to, when you open the browser like the Google Chrome, it has voice recognition. You can use your voice to control or to serve the web page. Okay, so this is just you can consider it as application for you, but using the RF4CE to transmit the voice, but it's not a standard. Okay, that's roughly about the generic RF4CE solution market, customer use case, and also the specification. So this is our product portfolio on the Zigbee or AO215.4. So for the RF4CE, we are pretty much focused on this on the middle because of it is very price sensitive, but it needs a very completed SoC system in package or system in package kind of solution. Okay, so we recommend one of the SoC is 13233C. It has the MCU and the transceiver in one silicon. Okay.
일단 이 항상 경우는 저희가 이제 컨슈머 쪽에서 저가형으로 제공하는 솔루션이 되겠고, MCU하고 RF가 원칙으로 되어 있는
Okay. In terms of the software, I mentioned we support different software. So we support all the software in one package called PKit, and customer can download this package from our website at no charge and use it at no charge. we support different protocols that like Zigbee Pro, RF4CE, Freescale RF, and also proprietary SMAP, Simple Map. So Simple Map will be just a Freescale proprietary, so as Freescale RF are also Freescale solution. But RF4CE and Zigbee or Zigbee Pro are standard. Okay, we provide a whole package called B-Kit. So the customer can utilize this package to design, develop their own whole system. Okay.
RFC의 프로파일이 있습니다. private profile.
Including standard profile, what I mentioned, remote control, input device, 3D synchronized, and also Freescale private, all in this profile. We just put it at profile, R4C profile. But the customer can select if they don't need if they want to make a RF4CE only solution, then they can do that.
오른쪽에 두 개 있는 거는 인더스트리 스탠다드라고 보시면 되고요. 왼쪽에 있는 것들은 이제 저희 자체 솔루션인데 저희가 Bkit이라고 하는 소프트웨어 솔루션을 제공해서 개발자 입장에서는 쉽게 선택해가지고 그 프로파일을 적용할 수 있게끔 제공해드립니다.
So they are from the hardware viewpoint, we use the same hardware but just put different software. Load different software into the hardware, then you will do whatever Freescale RF, RF4CE or Zigbee. Okay. So this is pretty much the B-Kit. It just provides a user-friendly for the customer. They don't need to write any code. They may just using the GUI to select what they want, and then we will generate the code for them. So I mean the B-Kit will automatically generate the software. If they need some change, then they can change afterwards. But we have already create the code for them. They just simply use the B-Kit and then select what they want and then generate the code and then just make modification as they want. For example, modification means the keypad scan or the keyboard or the display. So, or they have a very complicated LCD, then they have to do by themselves. But we have already created those needed functions for them, and then they just make a simple modification. So basically, it will be just MCU coding, very simple, development. For the development, we also provide different development tools. But more important, we can see the customer, whenever they design this solution, they may need a reference design like a module. We don't sell module, but we provide the schematic, PCB layout, etc., and let our customer to make modification. And more important is that those PCB is a very cheap, just a regular two-side, double-side layer. Make the cost as low as possible. Okay. So all the information they can find in our website, and we open to public for any customer.
저희가 그래서 개발 레퍼런스 디자인 경우에도 스튜던트 포함해서 다 커스터머한테 제공을 해서 커스터머가 손쉽게 그 디자인 체인지할 수 있도록 지원하고 있습니다.
So we have a dedicated website in freescale.com/Zigbee. This is our dedicated website. You can find the hardware, software, all the information, including some reference designs, in this dedicated website. Okay. That's all from me.
We have Q&A session. Q&A session.
Oh yeah.
제가 지금 세 가지 질문 좀 드리는데요. 일단 예, 그 예전 필립스 유한드 테크놀로지 같은 거 보면요. 일단 리모컨에다가 이제 스마트폰 같이 이제 막 센서들을 막 집약시키는데 이러한 집약, 데이터 집약 같은 거에 대해 어떻게 생각하시는지랑 그 향후 예상 일단 첫 번째 질문으로 좀 드리고요.
TV 리모컨에 센서 집약을 하고 있는데 그거에 대한 기술
그런 부분에 대한 생각이랑 예상 같은 말씀해 주시고 두 번째로 이제 작년 FTF 때 지금 아까도 나왔는데 MC1323X 시리즈 얘기가 있었거든요. 그 부분 상용화 사례 있는지 좀 소개 좀 시켜주시고요.
1323 상용화.
예. 그리고 RF4CE가 일단 아까 전에 뭐 헬스케어 부분에 뭐 지급이 프로가 있긴 한데 그냥 단순히 생활 도구 그냥 생활 편의성 도구 같은데 보면은 뭐 RF4CE 갖고도 될 것 같거든요. 그래서 뭐 태블릿 킷이라든가 뭐 그런 부분에서 뭐 가시적인 효과가 있는지 그런 부분 좀 궁금했습니다.
The first question was in case of the Philips TV, they integrate many kinds of sensors in the remote control. So, do you think it's going to main trend or what do you think of the sensor integration in the remote control? Second question is in case of the 163, is there any commercialized product with that chip? So the question was for the healthcare solutions, maybe it can be useful for the tablet types of the applications or something.
So the sensor, right? Sensor, yes, is it the first question, sensor?
Sensor integration in the remote control.
Yeah, like a CID input device we'll be using for air mouse.
Air mouse.
Yeah, that is the trend. Why Zigbee input device being dropped? Okay, so we of course it is for the CID, so for the air mouse or the gyro sensor, etc. Will use the Zigbee ID input device profile. Okay.
그런데 지금 그 센서 말씀하신 게 무슨 가속 센서라든지 뭐 다른 직비랑 관련 없는 뭐 가속 센서라든지 자이로라든지 이런 것들이 리모컨에 많이 들어갈 건지에 대한 그런 측면이
실제로 그렇게 들어가가지고서는 그 관련된 제품들이 좀 나온 것들이 있거든요. 지난번에도 한국에서 그 필립스 유한대 쪽에서 와가지고 했던 것도 그런 쪽이었고요. 오른쪽 부분도.
그거는 그 전반적인 기술 트렌드가 그렇게 갈 거로 보일 수도 있습니다. 그 회사마다 리모컨에 대한 컨셉은 좀 틀리긴 한데 전체적으로 이게 스마트 TV로 가면서 이제 인터랙티브하게 마켓이 가고 있기 때문에 특정 업체들은 이제 모션 형태의 리모컨을 추구하는 경우도 있고 아니면 특정 업체는 뭐 모션은 아니지만 좀 디스플레이를 강화한다든지 보이스 쪽 기능을 실는다든지 이런 식으로 되기 때문에 전반적으로 센서가 들어가는 그 수요는 전체적으로 계속 늘어나고 있다고 보시면 되겠습니다. 국내 업체도 마찬가지입니다.
Okay, 13233 products in market. I can tell in public, not yet on the RF4CE, not yet, because the the 13233 was launched in mass production like Q1 or Q2, but you will see product in RF4CE. You can see product in other area because RF4CE they need certification, etc. So it takes a little bit more time. So I will say in this year, half of this year, you will see product.
consumer product or
Consumer RF4CE product.
1333 경우에는 저희가 1분기 정도에 실제로 양산을 하겠는데 아직 이제 개발 중에 있기 때문에 올해 하반기 정도에 실제 상용화 제품을 보실 수 있을 것 같아요.
Regarding the healthcare solution, we are shipping and we are shipping products today in the US. They are using the 13224. It's for the elder people monitor. But this kind of device is running Zigbee Pro, not the RF4CE. Okay. We are shipping the product. You can see so number sonamba.com. sonamba. This sonamba.com when you go to the website, you will see they have a tablet, and then they have a LinkNet for the elder people who track their fall down or whatever. For that kind of healthcare solution.
헬스케어 관련해서는 이제 노인분들이 정상성 이상이 없는지를 모니터링하기 위한 툴로서 이런 솔루션이 이제 소남바라는 회사 통해서 개발이 되어 있고, 이게 요즘 직비 프로 형태로 되어 있습니다.
Another company on healthcare they're using Freescale solution is Vocare, VOCARE.com also. They're also doing similar to track the elder people. So you, yeah, with sick people. And since you are talking about the sick people, you are talking about the healthcare, and I would like to also mention Freescale is the only silicon vendor being certified in the healthcare platform. We are the only silicon vendor has a platform being certified in the Zigbee Alliance.
프리스케어만은 이제 헬스케어 관련해서는 인증을 받은 반도체 업체라고 보시면 되겠습니다.
It's on the zigbee.org. You can only find healthcare profile. You can see only Freescale platform, the only platform being certified.